Hi guys, welcome to my Loving Grace with Laurie, where for 20 days I'm sharing some stories about just how God has showed up in my life, what He said to me, how He's spoken to me. And the days are increasingly getting more intense. And so today is no exception to that. Have you ever been attacked? This is day 12. Have you been attacked physically or your character, your livelihood, your marriage? One morning, this was true for me. I woke up really sick, really sick. And when I woke up that way, the Lord immediately told me, He said, I'm putting you on enforced fasting. Your family is under attack. And I didn't know exactly what that meant. Like, I didn't know what was happening or what was going to happen that day. I just acknowledged and accepted that it was happening, and God was putting me on enforced fasting. And the truth was, I was so sick that I couldn't eat, which I guess is what that meant. And so the hours rolled by. I felt very sick. I still knew about and really didn't hear anything. And, you know, in the Bible, it talks about Jesus fasting in order to prepare himself for the ultimate spiritual battle, the testing, the attack of the devil, you know, trying to tempt him to things. And it says he was led in the wilderness by the Spirit, and he was tempted, tested. For 40 days and 40 nights, he fasted. He did not eat. He was very hungry, and the devil would tempt him to give in and to him to do what he wanted. And so Jesus was fasting as a way of spiritual power. And this is a concept when we fast, abstain from food or other things, we are directing our attention on the purposes and the ways of God. It's a spiritual fast for reasons so that we can have power in spiritual warfare and battles. That's why we fast. Well, as it turns out, as the day went on, really it revealed itself. My guys were attacked that day. One severely physically attacked, and the other his character and livelihood. And with his character, everything was under attack. But God knew that was going to happen, and I didn't know. We didn't know it was going to happen that day or later that day, but God provided a weapon of power in that He helped me fast. He had purpose and protection, even though they did, in fact, suffer greatly. But the Bible never says you won't have trouble. It says you will have trouble, but it also says, I will be with you. And so I'm thankful for what God did, even though I don't understand all that went on. I was able to encourage my husband and son in faith in the months of hell from these attacks and these false accusations that came at them. God gave me the words to speak and the prayers to pray in moving forward so we could have confidence in God and trust in Him in this time. It was very painful. It was a rough season for us, but God brought us through it. And so I think just knowing that God was preparing me, and like I said, I don't know all that fasting does, but I do know, just even in the Bible, that when Jesus fasted, it was spiritual power, and it did things that probably you and I just don't understand. We will not know, but for His purposes, He knew it was coming. I believe it was protection, and it was power, and it did some things that I'm not even fully aware of. And so I just wanted to share that with you today, how God showed up in a great way when our family was under attack. Have a good one.